Happy Wednesday, guys. So today's home workout is a 10-round workout of 7 kettlebell swings and 7 toes to bar. So this is meant to be a nice high intensity workout. We want to try and keep a minute per round. Kettlebell swings are on the heavier side. If you have something that's a little bit heavier that you can use for your workout, go for it. Doesn't have to be a kettlebell. Again, if you can find maybe a bucket or paint can, you can use that for your kettlebell swings. Toes to bar. If you don't have a pull-up bar, you guys can go for some V-sits, jackknives, or even some sit-ups as an option for the toes to bar, or sorry, as a substitute for the toes to bar. Again, keep a nice high intensity throughout this one, guys, and we're trying to finish below 10 minutes, or keep a minute per round there to finish all 10 rounds there. Once you're done, we're gonna do some more core work. We're gonna go for some leg lifts over the object and some hollow rocks. We're doing an alternating Tabata, so we're going 20 seconds on of leg lifts over the object, 10-second rest. Then we're going hollow rocks, 20 seconds, then 10-second rest. And we're gonna alternate between those two for 4 rounds, which is gonna be 4 minutes total of the total work there for the core there. So this is a great one to work on, guys, after, to really hammer that core endurance, get nice and strong. We've done this one in the past, so challenge yourself, see if you can get a little more reps in than before. Hope you enjoy that afterburner and today's workout, guys. We'll see you next for the warm-up video. All right, so for today's warm-up, guys, we have the 60, 45, 30, and 15 seconds of Russian twists, alternating gorilla rows, and kettlebell swings. So as we go down in those intervals, I want you to increase your intensity, go a little bit faster to increase that heart rate. First movement, Russian twist, guys. You can use a weight or you can just go body weight, whichever one you feel comfortable with. Let's keep our legs off the ground, tightening up that core. Hands can be linked together. We're gonna reach over to the opposite side each time, really trying to twist at the trunk as we do that. Make sure you're not reaching for it. I like to link my hands together and really try to keep them straight as I do them. Then that really pushes me to twist my trunk as I do that Russian twist. Next movement, guys, for 60 seconds, we're gonna go for alternating gorilla rows. So find 2 objects that you feel comfortable going for single arm rows or those alternating gorilla rows for 60 seconds here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go into that wide stance, kind of that sumo stance, bend over at the hips so that the weights are between your legs. And then from here, guys, we're gonna pull one arm up, shoulder back nice and tight, really feeling that lat. Then we're gonna alternate with the opposite. And we're gonna go for 60 seconds of as many reps as we can in that 60-second interval, guys. Next movement after that, use one of your weights and we'll go for kettlebell swings. So squat stance here, back and chest up nice and tall, hinge at the hips, drive that weight straight overhead. As you do those kettlebell swings, guys, really think about your breathing, start to link that up with your movements, and again, use it as a cardio movement to get your heart rate up during this warm-up. Next interval, you're gonna do those 3 movements again, 45 seconds, then 30, then 15 seconds. And increase your intensity as you go down, guys, in those time periods. After you're done that first part of the warm-up, guys, we're gonna do some quick mobility for that front rack position. So find a post, or even if you have a door frame, you can use that as well. We're gonna get our elbow, so this meaty part of the tricep, onto the post like this, and then we're going to push our body, so this part of the body here, guys, so that lat where it connects all the way up into that arm. I want you to get it close to that post, holding that for 60 seconds. You should feel a stretch in that tricep, in that lat as well. You might feel in the back of the shoulder a little bit, but we're gonna go for that 60 seconds, play around with it. You don't have to stay static. As you're in that position, you can also try to move your hand out to the side a little bit, twist, externally rotate, internally rotate, play around with it. Really try to get a good stretch out of that front rack. That will be the warm-up for today, guys. We'll see you next for the movement standards.
So for your kettlebell swings, something new that I want to talk about here, guys, that sometimes maybe we miss, we don't mention it enough, is your knee position. So I will see when the kettlebell is going down, things look awesome. As soon as you're about to shift your weight to go up, sometimes I'll see the knees shift. You may not even notice that. But when your knees shift, your weight is now transferring to mid-foot to the front of the foot. So now I got my lifters on, but you can still see that the weight is off my heels. So now I'm pushing and driving my hips through my quads. So knee position on the rebound is very critical. So when you go back up, don't let your knees scoot forward too quickly, okay? Keep your knees somewhat back to create tension in those hamstrings to get everything out of your hips, but coming from the hamstring opposed to your quad. This is such a common problem that is seen on Olympic lifts, whether it be the jerk, whether it be the clean or snatch. This is your time where you can fix that knee position, which is, for Olympic lift, is that second pull, when you're transitioning from the first to second pull. Now, if that's too complicated, or you're not sure what that means, ignore me, just focus on the knee position on your kettlebell swing spin.
The final move is the V-sit. Remember, guys, you can challenge yourselves with a weight between the heel, or you can do a toner bar if you have a pull-up bar at home. So for the V-sit, first progression, you can just do a sit-up. So you can get a nap mat under your back, or a towel, roll up a shirt, whatever. We're just gonna come all the way up, touch the shoes, come back down. You can use your arms. Those are a bit too easy for you. For 3, it's probably gonna be a bit too easy. You can switch to a jackknife. So in a jackknife, we start off in that hollow body position. The knees come in towards the chest. The V-sit is very similar, except now we're keeping our legs locked out, and we're trying to bring our arms overhead and then bring the hands in towards the toes. If you don't touch the toes, that's okay. You're just gonna try to get as close as you can, and you're gonna try to keep everything nice and straight.
Okay, let's go over the afterburner today. As mentioned on the whiteboard, it's really to get a double workout today, guys. It's Tabata again, so you're alternating movements, going for 8 rounds. Okay, so it's gonna be a 4-minute workout. Okay, so it's a short one, so make sure you find the right progression that is intense enough for you. Okay, the legless over an object, I'm gonna use a ball. I'm gonna start by progressing from my elbows. If I'm on my elbows, I'm trying to push my belly button into the floor to work toward that hollow position. Raise my legs over my object. Again, raising my legs over the object. As I get going, I'm trying to keep my core engaged. Now, this movement you're using a little bit more of your hip flexors, but leaning back, you're not gonna really find them as much. So if it's available to you, try to progress. From the elbows, you can go to the hands, as long as you're trying to work to that hollow position, okay? If the hands are available to you, lock those arms up and bring your hands by your hips. Okay, same thing. Now I'm starting to, I can feel my hip flexors, I'm using them a little more. If you want to progress a little bit further, you bring your hands forward. So you can start reaching toward, or walking the hands towards your knees, bring it further, guys. Big thing I find is I try to push into the floor as I'm kind of turning my palms into the floor. So I turn my palms into the floor, I push my belly button into the back, so I'm getting a hollow position. From there, I'm gonna go side to side. Common movement is to go on the fingertips. That's fine, but if possible, work towards on the flats. Okay. 20 seconds of that. Then after the 20 seconds, your hollow rock. You are going to rock back and forth, but finding the right progression again. I'm gonna get you guys starting off in that dead bug position, but your shoulders are off the floor. floor. You can grab your legs. Try not to kick your legs like I just did, so it's not a kick. Okay? Think about flexing your abs, relax. Flex your abs, relax. Flex, relax. So that's what creates the rocking. If that's available, if that's possible and manageable for you, let go of your legs. And then next progression is, can I lower my legs to the right height without swinging my legs? If your legs are fairly low, you can go to the side. Okay? If you want to go overhead, you can. Once it's overhead, you can use the tension in your shoulders to rock faster by really pushing down to the floor with your arms, which creates a little momentum. Keep those arms straight though. You're doing 20 seconds of your hollow rocks before you start round number 2. It's 8 rounds total, so 4 minutes of work today for that afterburner. Have fun with this one. It's gonna warm up that midsection, get you guys going for the day. Okay? See you tomorrow in the workout.